which I want to be part of.
मुझे हिंदी आती नहीं है।
One place, you want to go anywhere.
अरे आप गिरेंगे तो हम संभाल लेंगे।
Either we fall here.
थैंक यू।
आपकी तो वेब सीरीज हमेशा से लोगों ने पसंद की है और उसकी फेवरेट भी रही है। क्या खास लेके आ रहे हैं द हॉलीडे?
द हॉलीडे में एक्चुअली जो खास है वो जब हमने रिसर्च किया था तब आपने शो देखा होगा, चार लड़के मज़े कर रहे हैं या चार लड़कियां मज़े कर रही हैं, दिल चाहता है तो सिर्फ लड़के हैं, ज़िंदगी तो लड़के हैं। हॉलीडे में जो अलग है एक्चुअली किसी ने बनाया नहीं, जो शो तीन लड़के और एक लड़की के बारे में। तो जब मैंने भी देखा, गूगल ऑनलाइन किया, शोज़ अबाउट डिफरेंट सेक्स ऑफ पीपल कमिंग टुगेदर, तब वो था नहीं। सो दिस इंटरेस्टेड मी अ लॉट। सो देन वी स्टार्टेड थिंकिंग दैट actually why girls and guys can have fun, because we're living in like it's almost 2020 right now, and we haven't ever seen a show where girls and guys are going on a trip and a holiday together to have fun. So that really was a different aspect from the shows that we've done before. Even I remember when we started the trip also, that time we made sure that it's not a show about four girls, it's about four people. So we're trying to do the similar thing about just, it's about four people. It doesn't matter whether it's a bachelorette or bachelor, guys and girls, you've been childhood friends, you can go together and have equal fun. So the question we'll ask ourselves actually about this show is that can actually guys and girls be friends and nothing happens between them on a holiday, or it can't. So that's, I think that's interesting and different from what I've done earlier as well.
प्रियंका आप बताइए किस तरीके का कैरेक्टर आपको होने वाला है इस सीरीज?
So I'm playing a character which is Patrick, which is that man is full of life, full of positive energies. He's full of energies actually, positive and negative. It totally depends upon people how they want to now take him, because he himself is just real, right? Whatever he feels, if he's happy then he's happy. If he's sad then he's sad. That he can, like, no one can tell Patrick like what to do, because he wants to do whatever he wants to do. He's the stud. He is the man. With when it comes to everything, he knows everything. He thinks inside his head. And when it comes to zones also, like if he's talking to three people, he knows, like, he always is in his own zone with people. So if you will be like, Patrick, you're mad. I'm not mad. Why would I be mad? You're mad. Why are you saying Patrick is mad? No. So he's, and plus at the same time there's a beauty of Patrick, I feel, in the character, that he is a little competitive when it comes to everything. Not in a bad sense, but it's just like he wants to be on the top. He wants to be the first guy. He cannot be the last man. Like, as in, like, we are talking about like the best man thing. So he wants to be the best man, since it's a bachelorette. So wedding is happening. So he's fighting it out, like, just because he wants to be the best man out there. So that's how Patrick is about. That's what Patrick is.
When we see the poster, it reminds us of Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara More.
Really?
Do you agree with this?
No, I don't agree this much with it. I think because there may be a lack of films where people have taken a holiday, which is why, Zindagi, which is between friends, even Dil Dharakne was just family, and Dil Chahta Hai comes to mind, which is why we feel that we need a reference point. And it's actually a bad thing, because if we make a show about this something new and everyone's like, okay, kiski tarah hai, you can't put it together, so you need a reference point. At the same time, when you're saying it reminds you of Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara, it's actually a compliment as well, because that movie did well and people have liked it, and if we are riding on that and you're feeling that, then might as well. But a story is different, so I see lots of things that are very different from that. Of course, that was a bachelor as well, and this is a bachelorette, but the characters are very different. And the thing about this is that it's a web series, it's not a movie that has a finite story like that. This is more about Patrick, Mehak, Arman, and Kabir. So these four characters in everyday life. So it's not like this will end with just one holiday. There will be season 2, season 3 where we'll continue with these people, and hopefully you enjoy it like how you like Friends and stuff like that. So what we've done is we've had larger arcs with them, so you get to know them as people more.
Okay, so Priyank, talking about the web series, Punch Meet, when you did,
Yeah, yeah.
there was a whole lot of things which came out कि आप बहुत tantrums दिखाते हैं आप इसमें भी
मैं
tantrums
बहुत tantrums दिखाता हूँ,
बहुत
कितने
tantrums
tantrums दिखाता
दिखाया, सेट पे नहीं आता, No, no, no. I'm joking. He was one of the most professional people that I've ever worked with, and I think I don't know what happened on Punch Beat or whatever. I don't think that's true because he was the first guy on set for me. He was the one who actually learned all his lines. All right, even sometimes when I didn't know what I was doing, he was the one working behind. You know that there's a scene where I told him, okay, tomorrow, Patrick, you're gonna play Gunga, and he's gone and done homework where he's gone and heard Barfi ke songs and he's doing that, and come next day all prepared. Of course, I changed it and I was like, I changed my mind, but
I'm like, you
but
jot down
the
that.
fact is that for the last 12 hours all night he was preparing, and he's always ready before everyone, and there wasn't, and we actually didn't get a day off as well.
Yeah, yeah, we were
You
shooting
know,
for 18 good
we were
days.
shooting for 18 days straight and we didn't come to know. So I don't think that that stuff is true. I had a blast working with him. In fact, it didn't feel like work at all. It was like, you know, friends are getting together and we're hanging out and someone's just shooting it.
What was the most challenging thing about your character?
It wasn't
Uh,
challenging at all.
If you
No, no, it
no, actually, he's
It
right.
it was very challenging for him to not make six packs. I think I was like, okay.
So I would actually want to thank him for this. Like, you know, I'm a gym obsessed guy. I'm a gym freak. I remember meeting him for the first time, and we were sitting at his house, and we met for the first day of our readings. So the first thing he said that no, like, you know, the
Body, no
body
six-pack.
shots and all of that. I was like, but we are going short. Are we going shirtless? He's like, yes. So I can't do this. So the first thing it came like, I can't actually do it. I've never been like that. So he's like, no, to become an actor now, you have to come out of that space also, like where you know, you have to forget about your body also. People have seen enough of your bodies. It's now for people to see your act, you know, your craft.
It's more relatable
And,
actually.
yeah.
No one has those six packs and they continue it for a whole. They're on a holiday. They're more relaxed.
Yeah,
They're
they're
chilled
more
out. So if a person keeps thinking about the body, then you don't focus on other things because to make a body, you don't eat food. There's a certain diet. You go on stuff like that. And I can't have him thinking of those things while, you know, instead just be yourself. It's nicer. So
First
that
day only.
I think was not difficult.
No, it was not difficult, but actually, I'm really thankful to him because I now know that I need to switch. I now know how to do that because it was a life. You know, when someone tells you to come out of your comfort zone, it is not that easy because the gym lifestyle is actually my comfort zone. So thanks to him, now I'm
I
actually.
honestly tell me, you like a
I'm
better
very
body
chill.
with like cuts and everything, or you like a more relaxed body? Which one would you prefer?
So,
Which one would
Which
you
one?
like
Like he's
more?
asking.
Which one would you like?
अच्छा वाला ना तो
Without the
obviously
six packs and the without the
No.
cuts and everything. No, right? So
You
it
want-
looks hotter,
Yeah.
hotter, more relatable, right? So that's what we needed, you know. So the
that's-
viewer, you're the viewer. So if you're gonna like that,
Now,
why put in that work and do that? You
because of him, it's been 1.5 months. Like I just go for cardio, a good cardio sessions, but I'm not into weightlifting much now. That's it. Because I like to run and all of that also now. So I go for my cardio just to stay fit, and I eat everything, you know. So thanks to him for getting me out of that zone
so
also.
now when he's saying it will be part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4,
Yeah.
so you have to stay.
I have to stay like this. No, sometimes एक
know? No,
season में तो
sometimes
दे
you can
देंगे.
be
One
can
season
work
will be
out
like
and
Patrick
stuff
with
as
full
well.
hot body and all of that.
Okay, so it also talks about holiday and it also talks about favorite destinations. So which is
Right.
your favorite destination when it comes to spending a holiday?
See, you should ask him because he has traveled more than 100 countries.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
all thanks to
I-
the films I've done. Producers have paid for all my travels, so I'm very thankful for that.
Like I remember
On Ek Tha Tiger and
we
Bang
were
Bang.
standing on the line of the immigration that time, and that officer also said that, wow, you have one neck of a passport.
Yeah.
And that time I got to like more than 100 countries. What the hell is this? For me, this was my second country.
Okay.
Yeah, so you should ask him instead of me. So I'm not experienced much.
Something like there might be your favorite place which you want to go.
See, if I want to talk about my favorite trip, this was the trip. So over here we were like, you know, work. It was a work trip. It was the holiday, and we made the holiday out of it.
Okay.
So that's how it was.
So that means it was fun.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us one fun part of one fun story about your trip.
About the trip.
Only one. We have lots. We
we
can
have
go on and
lots.
on.
Lots and lots के लिए वहाँ पे ऐसे इशारा हो रहा है मुझे.
इशारा हो रहा है. अच्छा.
Which one to start with? Should
I
we start
think,
with the Gunga thing only? Then wow.
Gunga story already know. I think The first. Okay, I'm confused. There are lots,
Same
so
here,
many,
lots
but
of
I
them.
want to say a story about him, which is what I'm thinking. There's a scene I remember very well where you've seen in the trailer as well, where the ghost and stuff comes in. So the horror episodes that we've done. So the funny part was when Patrick goes, and he's like, his line is supposed to be, "I think there are ghosts." But instead he says, "I think there are goats."
And he keeps that only, and you guys will see that only. Like वो मैं गलती से बोल देता हूँ. Thanks to my very good English, right?
So it was a lot of fun,
He's like he didn't say a cut, and I was also going on. I was like, I understood that he will take that only now. There's no other way of saying, sir, can you please take one more? No. I was like, let's keep doing it only. I know he got what he wanted, and he's
That's
gonna put
Patrick's
that
character.
only.
Yeah, your first is.
Yeah, for this, as soon as Saurabh showed us his stuff that he's done, and we met him in the first sentence, I think, as soon as he opened his mouth, I was like, he's Patrick for sure. Because it is a difficult role being the energy of the show, and he has that lovable quality about him, even though he'll do mistakes and stuff like you can see in the trailer, you will still like him and love him. Alright, so that is Priyank itself, and he's played it to perfection, so I'm very happy.
Okay, so lastly, क्या कहना चाहेंगे audiences से? Would you like to say any messages or something about your series?
Saturday, the 13th of July, it will release. Please watch it
7 p.m.
at 7 p.m. 7:30? 7?
Seven.
Oh,
Seven,
7 p.m. It will release on YouTube. You can watch it for free and enjoy and comment and let us know what you think. And it's going to be fun.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
I'll see. Don't worry, I'll shoot them.
बस ठीक है. Silence. चलो.
Firstly, welcome to NDTV.
Thank you.
First, are you guys happy with the reaction you have received from the trailer?
I think, we are extremely happy with the trailer reactions. Didn't expect so much love pouring in, and I think everyone from the industry also it worked. As soon as we saw it, also instinctively we knew that it represents the show very well. So the trailer response has been great, and the good part is, we released it with a few thousand numbers and just released it out of the blue, and out of the, in a day or something, it was trending. We have bigger stuff on YouTube India that was coming up that week, and even then we were staying up there, which is very special.
First day the trailer got out, I saw the trailer. So all of a sudden me at that time Ashwin wasn't there, and we wasn't there in that time he was shooting. So we all saw it at the like, it was so good. I liked it so much. The promo, the entire promo. I was like, it's damn great.
I actually had that video also of you seeing the trailer.
I was somewhere after looking at the trailer. Yes, I was scared also at the same time, but I knew that the kind of vibe the trailer has given, people will definitely like it. So as an entire show, they will definitely be wanting to watch it. So yes, we were expecting.
Also, the litmus test is when, after seeing the trailer, I got a lot of offers to do work. So I was like, okay, मतलब कुछ तो अच्छा किया है. If I was getting more web series work, suddenly different OTTs and all were calling me, that means it's working. So I was happy then. There was no script.
There was no script.
What are you
I
talking
went
about?
for the narration first from him, and all I usually believe in a lot of instincts when it comes to my work, especially. So it actually is that. So I really decided accordingly. Most of the time, obviously, I can be wrong also sometimes, but 70-80% mostly my instincts are correct. So the first time he started narrating, I got was actually looking for in that. So yeah, then I heard the story and all of that. He told me, and then he makes a lot of fun of me actually. You should actually ask him how was my reaction. He makes a lot of fun of it.
So I remember when I told
जितना आपको पोस्टर देख के लग रहा है उससे कहीं गुना ज़्यादा।
और अभी भी कैरेक्टर से बाहर नहीं निकले लगता
नहीं, यही है मेरा कैरेक्टर। मैं अरमान ही हूँ रियल लाइफ में भी और रियल लाइफ में भी।
है। ओके,
यस।
तो कितना क्या है कैरेक्टर के बारे में पता है?
तो जैसे कि ट्रेलर में आप सुनते हैं और देखते हैं कि बचपन में मैं पतंगे उड़ाता था और आजकल मैं प्लेन उड़ाता हूँ। सो आई एम अ पायलट इन द शो। there's not anything about flying, but that's my character basically. That's what I do. And my character is basically this guy who's sort of flying planes and is a pilot, but actually in real life he's just flying away from his real life, his life at home, his life with his friends, and he's just sort of running away from things. He doesn't know what he's running away from. He doesn't know why, but he's just running away. And then this holiday happens, where my friend Mehak, मेरे बचपन की दोस्त, she's getting married, so we decide to take her on a bachelorette. And then what happens, and then how things sort of unfold, and what happens on the trip is just, it's quite intriguing. तो आप जितना आपको ट्रेलर देख के मज़ा आया, हमें उससे कहीं ज़्यादा शूट करने में मज़ा आया. तो जब आप एक्चुअली शो देखेंगे तो आई रियली होप एंड आई फील दैट you guys will really enjoy it.
और साथ ही में जगह भी बहुत ज़्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग
It was beautiful. I hadn't been to Mauritius before. It was the first time, and it's just so beautiful. Just seeing the water being so clear was something that I'm a water baby. I love the ocean. So when you have, and especially like now at times when it just breaks my heart to say this, that we've just ruined our oceans, and because of the plastic and the kind of stuff that's like, with the life underwater is just it's just depleting. It breaks my heart. So to see that for a change was really refreshing, and Mauritius had some of the cleanest beaches I've seen. So that was really nice.
सो ओके, इट वाज ओनली शूट और फन भी किया है?
Yeah, the thing is that when shoot was so much fun that it didn't seem like work, which means that the entire 18 days of our schedule in Mauritius was one big holiday, in the real sense, right? It was just we would wake up, we knew that we had to do this much amount of work during the day and complete that work, and we'd still come back happy, and we were tired, we were sort of sleepy, but in the end we knew that we were doing something good, and I think we were having fun doing it, and that's what's really important, to have fun while working, and as the name suggests, we really sort of live up to the name. So we had a great time.
एंड ऑल्सो वन एडवांटेज डू यू थिंक इट वाज कि सब यंग थे, डायरेक्टर भी इतने यंग हैं, तो ये एक एडवांटेज
100%, and that really shows it's not just about being young, it's about just being young and being on the same page. We vibed really well. My director Laksh, he is just not a director to me, because he's on set, he was a mentor. He was my co-actor. He was he was the creator of the show. He's written it. He's part written it with Nishant. So my friend, I mean, he was playing a lot of different characters and roles in the show, and like off the show as well. So what helped us was that our producers were so hands-on, and I am so grateful for them to give me this opportunity and have me work with them, because it was such a breeze working with them, in the sense that like we used to sort of after every day's end, we used to get together, and the script was partly sort of, we had to write like about 30% of the script, which was unwritten. So we would get together, the producers, about Saurabh and Siddharth would come to our penthouse every night, and we would sit and we would write, we would discuss what we're doing tomorrow, and we were literally creating the show as we moved on with every single day, which means that the creators, the producers, they've given us the liberty to create, to take our creative sort of chances, to give us that liberty and the power to do it our way, and still sort of merge it with their mindset and their vision. So that for an actor is amazing, and we were all so sort of hands-on, all the actors, and that in itself is such a refreshing and it's just an amazing feeling that you have the responsibility of creating something as well, and also the kind of the right amount of pressure to make it look real. And that when we sat together, we were just like every day we were creating it, and that was a really fun experience for us. All actors, all of us, like we would just sit and we would just brainstorm. So that I think makes the whole process so real and so enjoyable, and that's why I feel that working with the producers and what they've done with us, the kind of support that they've given us has just been phenomenal.
Okay, this also reminds me about of an amazing film, Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara. How much do you think it relates? The story relates with that film.
See, you know, whatever you do, it's a by the end of the day, it's a holiday. You know, it's a travel film. It's an outdoors sort of a story. You've seen Dil Chahta Hai before. You've seen Zindagi Na Milegi. You've seen Veere the Wedding. There's like the concepts somewhere. I am sure people are going to be like, yeah, ये तो जिंदगी ना मिलेगी. Yeah, ये तो यहाँ से. तो वो, by the end of the day, you can always feel like you picked it up from this, or it is similar to that. You can compare it. But I don't think personally that I've heard a story about three boys who take a girl on a bachelorette. So I feel there can be instances where you might just feel like, yeah, हाँ ये तो पहले हुआ है, but I'm not asking you to, you know, it's not. It's a very slice of life. It's just we're just having fun. We're making a show that's just about having you know, you go on a holiday, as the name suggests. So it's not ज़्यादा दिमाग लगाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. It's just something fun we've created, and I just want, we all want you to just come on this ride and come on this holiday with us and have a great time. You know.
Okay, talking about Laksh, he has already directed some good series and
Yes.
movies also. So, was there any second thought when he came up with this film?
No. I trusted him from the word go. That was something that I believed, and I still do, and I'm going to keep saying it. That it was more than a friend. He's just like when he came up with the story, when he told me about, when he narrated the web series, I was very sure of Laksh first and then the script. Because if I didn't believe in my director, I wouldn't have been able to do justice or even come on board for the show. So that was the first thing that was in my head, and the moment he asked me for it, I'm like, let's do this, you know. So I didn't have a second thought on that.
Okay, talking about the web series, you have always explored it. So, आपसे जानना चाहेंगे, is there any other web series you are working on?
नहीं, फिलहाल तो यही है. But I'm in talks with a lot of things right now. There's the things on the pipeline that I'm sort of looking forward to. But one thing at a time. I've always been, if I'm doing this, I just want to deliver this baby. We've made it with a lot of love. I want to just get through with this first, and then yes, there are talks going on. I am soon going to be doing something. You'll get to know.
Okay, so how was your bond with other co-stars?
Phenomenal, yeah. It was just didn't seem like we didn't know each other from before, and that's the best part. You know, you're just meeting three random people, and you have these guys on board. And the first day was very well behaved. The second day was like, हाँ चल ठीक है और बता क्या हो रहा है. Third day was just like, यार पागल है क्या? You know. So it's just so interesting to see like these four characters come together and who are so crazy in their own rights, and also just gelled and like came together so beautifully, and they all just fit perfectly like glove. You know, we didn't have any sort of problems. We didn't have no fights. We didn't have nothing. It was just a cakewalk, and मैंने ऐसा नहीं काम किया पहले. I really enjoyed it, and that's why I'm like so happy about, you know, I'm like always whenever I talk about the holiday, I'm always smiling, and I'm like, yeah, this is something that I'm really proud of because we made it with all our heart. We've just given it everything that we had, and I'm just so happy that it's just happening, and now it's all, you know, coming together, and it's placing well. So it's great.
Okay, that one person with whom you share a good bond.
I thought that I could name just one person that I had that bond with, but I can proudly say that I had the same bond with all three of them on an individual level and as a team and as characters. But you have no idea. You should have just been on sets, man. Like the kind of stuff that we were doing, the kind of pranks that we were playing, it was just amazing. We just had like a phenomenal bonding, all four of us. And Veer, who's I think he's probably waiting for him. He's just like, he's a really funny guy. And like when all like 3-4 mad people come together, there is only madness. So the bond was phenomenal.
The things which you are saying is describing कि कितना मजा आया.
बहुत मजा आया.
तो एक कोई fun story बताना चाहेंगे? Share
बहुत सारी fun stories हैं यार. I don't think I can say that on camera, but I can just tell you that Priyank को मैंने बहुत तंग किया है. वो थोड़ा gullible भी है और I feed on these gullible Priyanks in my life. I just have वो में कीड़ा है मेरे अंदर, तो मैं वो थोड़ा सा प्रियांक को मैंने काफ़ी तंग किया था. And we just played this massive prank on him and like I said, you should have been there. मैं नहीं बता पाऊंगा, वो मेरे को खून कर देगा मेरा वो. नहीं, मैं पहले भी बोल चुका हूँ, बहुत मुश्किल है. But let's just like we just had a good time. हमारा शो आ रहा है The Holiday on the 13th of this month at 7 p.m. on Zoom and YouTube. Please देखिए, प्यार दीजिए. हमने बहुत मज़े करे मनाते हुए. I hope you guys really enjoy it and you have a great time while you watch it. So yeah, I'm very excited and so should you guys should be excited as well. Thank you very much.